I think my most memorable time in Rec was obviously the chaotic winter semester of 2022. Obviously we had COVID to deal with, but we also had a potential faculty strike on our hands. And so trying to navigate both those things, I think really tested my character and my ability to lead. I think it was a really vulnerable time for students, and a lot of students were quite scared and quite upset. And so I tried to do my best to listen to students. And I think that's part of the job when students start feeling vulnerable because of tuition increases or anything like that. It's important as leaders to not take their frustration personally, but to find ways to listen and to communicate their needs to whether that's the university or to government and so forth. I'm really proud for the work I was able to do with the student movement and when it comes to Indigenous issues. I was, of course, SAMRU's first Indigenous president, that is First Nations. And so it was really important to me to kind of break the mold that many student leaders in Alberta had, which is kind of, a lot of us are not Indigenous, and so how do we speak for Indigenous people? Indigenous students. And so when I came into the role, I said we have to take risks. We need to listen to Indigenous people, but most importantly, we have to stop doing inaction, because inaction is action. And it's important that we do the work. And so it took a long time, but we came up with an advocacy ask at the provincial level. And even within the university itself, I've tried to promote Indigenous student representation. I helped create the Indigenous Student Ambassadors. One reason why I joined Rec was because I felt that the university had given me so much. I was able to do a lot of really amazing things, and I just felt like I wanted to find a way to give back. And so I felt that joining SAMRU Rec was a great way to serve my community. And I think that's really important with these roles, is that it can be a resume booster and things like this, but your heart needs to be in it. And I felt that my heart was really here at Mount Royal University, and so I wanted to find a way to use the skills that the university had instilled within me so that I could best serve students on campus. One thing I think I would tell future students that are in these positions or students that are interested in these positions is really that students are often confused about what the student association does for them. I can say for sure that if we didn't have the student voice that SAMRU produces, then we would have so many different people speaking on behalf of students, assuming that they know what's best for students, but really they continue to have primary interests that aren't solely aligned with the student perspective. And the student voice is critically important. And if you remove the student perspective and the student voice that SAMRU provides, then you won't have that respectability. To finish off, I would just say incredible thank you to the volunteers of SAMRU, to the staff of SAMRU, and for my two teams in the last couple of years that I've served as SAMRU president. It's been an incredible honor to be in this role and to be chosen by students to run in this role. And I think one thing that really held me close to SAMRU was its mission. And I don't know if you could see it behind me, but it's on the wall there. And the mission is that we serve and represent students to help them succeed. And that's what SAMRU does.